So hello everybody, how y'all doing? So I'm coming up here to do a singles video. This one is going to be curved a little bit to the Divine Feminine Figurative Conscious community. Okay, this is going to be about the Divine Masculine Conscious community. That's why I'm saying it. And this is about singles. You know, to pull up the energy of the single Divine Masculines that's up in the community. Who's out there that's willing to start off with a friendship. They are available and do want to settle down, but this is like, I don't want to say speed. My process might be the speed dating, but y'all process might not be, but it could be. It depends on how y'all connect. So it just really, it varies, you know. Own it. So that might be what I might call it too. Divine Feminine Speed Dating reading. I just might come out and call it that for this reading right here. Sound like a good genie to it. So I don't want to talk too long because I want to put a clip up there on Instagram. I thought my Instagram clips was going to my Facebook page, but they won't. So I want to make a clip definitely for both of those. And, you know, hopefully everybody come over to the main channel to look at the full video. So, what I have done is I have 3 cards laid out to tell you about how I'm going to do this speed dating, okay? So this card is going to be the baseline to the Divine Masculine energy. It's going to be the frequency, vibration code that they are vibrating in. And this is going to be the astrological aspect that's going with it. Okay? Then I'm going to pull the messages. I have 4 different ones that's out here. But like I said, I want to try to get enough there to post on Instagram, at least one of them. So let me just go ahead and get into what they are. I wanted to do a little bit of a surprise reading. It's just to help me out with, you know, staying playful with my spirit guides. So what did they give me for the first one? Okay. When I have forgiveness. So, forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to disappointment. So, there is a Divine Masculine who just might be single. Okay. But with this Divine Masculine right here with forgiveness that's coming up, okay, they might have some stereotypes, boundaries, creeds. I really, you know, the word is so broad to describe under the condition of this card right here, because it does, you know, it could mean that they single because they feel like they haven't found the right one. But forgiveness could be the baseline of them. It's not like the right one haven't came their way. It's just when that right one came their way, they were still thinking the same thing. I'm waiting on the right one. And because they didn't probably realize that that person came and go, and there might not be no return in the situation, they might not even consciously be aware that that person has came and gone, and to the point that this person was somebody that could have been somebody significant. Or they could have their signals crossed up and believe somebody else is that person based on the perceptual values and the qualities and everything that they looking inside for when they want to find this right person. But this person is struggling with forgiveness. That means, you know, it's something inside that this person still have a contradiction into what it is to settle down. Okay? And let's see what their baseline code is. What is this? And they got an 8. Oh, wow. They got an 8. You know, when this person having an 8 as a baseline, it's like, the stubbornness is very high. You know what I'm saying? It's they got a lot of mule energy on this baseline. But at the same time, it's like, this person probably got a lot of charisma. Like, They probably a great charmer, or they can entertain, or in some aspects, depending on where the forgiveness lay at. Let's say that this person is consciously aware that they missed the opportunity, and they might be chasing the opportunity. Now, with this baseline right here, they would come on kind of strong, right? And when the point of rejection comes, this is when things going to get fragile, because they're in a baseline of forgiveness. So they like, this could be happening because I messed up before. So they could go into a mode of self-chastising, with their own self. It's a very stubborn mode. Let's see what astrological energy is going with it. What it says. Cancer. Oh yes, they're gonna be all in their feelings. Oh my goodness, they're gonna be all in their feelings with it. Okay, they're gonna have a lot of emotions, snappy. So that 8 really does feel good. Goes great with it. Okay, it doesn't mean that their sun sign is going to be a Cancer or their moon sign, and it does, and it does not. Let me say it on both halves. It does and does not. I'm just pulling up the astrological energy that's coming with it, okay? Because it could be that this person could have a trine, and in the first degrees of Cancer, the first 10 degrees of the Cancer actually holding space with inside of the 3 elements. You feel what I'm saying? The Cancer could be representing that it holds more of an 8. So there could be another water sign. Okay. Now say that it's about them being composite of a fire, water, and pentacle. Okay. So it could mean that they trying it from each of them coming from a 30-degree aspect, or maybe 60-degree aspect. It just really depends. Okay. Or it could be 2 40-degree aspects that's going on to equal to 8 as a baseline. Anything could be going on. So don't stay fixed on that this person. Now, if it so happens that way, that's what's up. Like I said, it doesn't mean that it does, and it doesn't mean it doesn't. Okay? So let me try to get a little bit more up in here. All right, real quick. So what is it that you would like the Divine Feminine Collective to know about this Divine Masculine figure when they encounter each other? Can we get 3 cards? Okay. So now, look, check it out. The Magician is at the bottom. I just want people to know, because some people don't like the devil coming up. So they probably like, oh, stay away from this person. Okay. With this Queen of Pentacles and the devil, yeah, somebody probably could have, meaning that, okay, maybe they was in rehab. Maybe they did have a drug problem. So maybe this is a second chance opportunity for this person. So they might be real picky or irritated, or instead of them coming out and saying what they already had a habit of because they live in their life, and they might not just be ready. So it might be certain locations that they just don't want to go to, and it could be irritating you, or you could be picking up a real vibration. Could be that 8 vibration, depending on let's see, the number 17 is an 8. That's a moon. So you can be around this person. You can feel like, which Cancer do rules the moon, right? So you can be feeling like this person ain't completely honest. And it's not the fact that you're not right. But at the same time, and they want to wait to see where this relationship goes to, who is really going to be the demanding person. Now check it out at the same time, Divine Feminine. If the universe is testing you and telling you you've been too bossy and too demanding in your relationship, right? And you judge this person so harsh because they not ready to tell you about their whole entire life within a week's period of time, then only thing that you've proven is you are too demanding. Okay? and you harnessing more earthly power than you harnessing any spiritual power. So you might need to think about that, Divine Feminine, okay? With this devil coming up here. So you know, a lot of Divine Feminists, because I'm talking about what you need to know about them, you might figure that, okay, this might not be true, but the devil could be talking about the trap that's in disguise. Watch the way that you judge this person, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Because this person could be stable, but not completely where they want to be at. And where they might want to be at, or their uncompletion, could be the fact that they're looking for the Queen to sit next to them. And that's why the Queen of Pentacles came out first. But once again, they done went through their own challenges. They might not be looking for somebody to come in and be a mother. They are looking for somebody to be a friend. And being a friend means that maybe at sometimes, especially if it's more referencing that maybe this person got Capricorn in their energy. So it's all about what resources, what do you really have to bring to this table, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being here with it. You know, I probably was, you know, Queen of Pentacles being on this side with it, right? So it's almost like this person could be playing broke. Say that they are paranoid. Maybe they did go through a bad divorce. Maybe they are bitter. And maybe you did too, because you done went through your own thing. You might be bitter. So y'all two bitter people that got maybe y'all own masquerade party with the devil that's up here. Okay? Y'all gonna be in a masquerade energy. But it doesn't mean that y'all can't dance to the music. It might be a reason. Meaning, Divine Feminine, if you want to be that type of person that wants somebody to love you, and he wants somebody to be there to love him, okay, maybe both of y'all got to show each other how y'all loving on each other in a way of having y'all communication seem like a little bit more self-centered. But not self-centered to the point that you're not willing to open up the door to begin a relationship, but it's neat to start off with a friendship. So that 8 could be also representing that y'all might need to be firm. That's why the clause is there. So maybe y'all gonna lock clause for a minute and talk about things without progressing forward before mating. Okay? So it looked like I'm about to run out of time. But let me get the shuffle out and see. That's what you need to know about this person. Okay, as far as it goes. So now, what is the potential? What was the other question I was supposed to ask? What is? Oh, I didn't saw the time and got locked out. But I just, you know, if y'all want to, you could come over to the other side and I'll probably get the question aired all out for you and stuff, all the good stuff. I got you then, okay? Not trying to be funny, but it's only a certain amount of time it could get posted on Instagram, so I want to be fair, all right? Look for y'all over there. Okay, since I had a minute to take a break, I was asked to instead of start the camera back up, you know, for everybody to, you know, just roll it on with the show, fuck it. You know, my spirit guides was saying, you know, that one question is good, and it is. You know what I'm saying? It is kind of good for speed dating, okay? So, but what it did tell me to do is to clarify the devil to make people feel comfortable, okay? So that's what I will do, all right? So, universe, can I clarify the devil card, please? Can you clarify the devil card for that comfortability? What did the devil mean as it relates to what you wanted the Divine Feminine to know? Is those the only two cards for clarification? Oh. Oh. Is that it? Oh. Dang. Oh. Is that it? Come on now, is that it? We about to have a book out here. Oh, come on. I ain't mean to drop those two. Alright. Look, I'm going to stop it right there, okay? Because we got a Page of Pentacles. This is going to be the little messenger for us. I know a lot of people like to resonate the Knight of Wands. Me, because this is like a speed dating in the spiritual world. The Page of Pentacles is also for me as a reader. It could be referenced as a stage and a level. It means something that's very small, something that's just starting to begin, something that just grows, something that just got planted. And is, you know, is on its way to be, you know, recognized and born. So let me check out all these cards. So I was already talking about the Ten of Cups a little bit, in the sense of when it comes to somebody exposing themselves, especially with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands is right here, on how they want to expose their secrets. Like, the Ten of Cups is something that's going to be very imperative to impact this situation. It's all about what's that emotional fulfillment, that, you know, that thing. Wisdom is definitely, and, you know, emotional wisdom with the Hierophant and the King of Cups coming up here. Emotional wisdom is very something that's going to be considered up in this situation, which could be functioning like a devil, meaning that with the cup being here, it still could function, especially if Cancer rules as the moon energy. This Cancer is a cup. Now, I know a lot of people love to line them up different ways, and I relate to it. I understand. That's, you know, it's a rule that's out here, which, you know, taps into a Hierophant. You know, when you listen to elders and they tell you this placement is what's up. So, you know, the placement of it is the consideration. The King of Cups is coming up here. So it's like, you know, as time goes, maybe it is also with the Seven of Cups and with the Ace of Wands, how y'all enter this conversation, meaning, are y'all entering the conversation on a passive level? Are you entering the conversation on an assertive level? Are you entering the conversation on an aggressive level? Okay, meaning that you and this person just could be a rude encounter that happened. Meaning that, what about if y'all in the middle of seeing some people that getting into an argument, and y'all two is just so happy standing by yourselves, and y'all just start chit-chatting, right? So at that first sight, you start chit-chatting, and then, you know, say 2 weeks into it, and this person, one of y'all just move and shift a little bit that took y'all all the way back to the day y'all met type of energy. And it's like, meaning that instead of the pushing and shoveling that y'all saw, it seemed like a push and a shovel is now within inside of y'all. So it's something that then is prompting up, or it could be a sign or a clue, or, you know, a signal or something for you, right, that might just potentially be going off, especially with the Page of Swords being here. All right. And it could be something that's triggering the baseline of forgiveness that's going up here, okay? And being that they are on an 8, okay, you already got that 8 of Cups that's up here. I mean, the 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands is definitely meaning on forgiveness. They might have a hard way to communicate. They might say things that they don't mean. Once again, they got to go back to the King of Cups and the Hierophant. Is that a person's emotional wisdom is technically involved in it. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is here and saying in the beginning of it, this is all a lesson. Before, the friendship is a friendship of a teacher and student, or two teachers or two students. That might be the best way to look at this situation without going and taking it so serious and adding on more unnecessary burdens that don't need to be there. Just because you're single, you want to settle down, but at the same time, you fixated on Mr., Mrs. This person could be really fixated on Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, and not saying that you're not. That could be the reason why you judge and say, "Oh, I don't like that quality," because this quality, you know, is going to make you question: am I being open? Am I going to be a fool? You know, it puts you in the moment of that leap of faith. And probably the original card that was at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. But if the Magician was there at the bottom, and now we got the Page of Pentacles, and we got the Page of Swords that's up top, right? That's on up here on these cards, and we had an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands. Then we have a Queen of Pentacles, and we have a King of Cups that's up here. And then we had an angel blowing the horn and the Hierophant. So it's many players that's up here, which could be part of the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups being combined. Because at the end of the day, you just might want 3 cups. So you might have to do the math up in there, because if you take the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups, you get 18 cups, right? No, 17 cups, which will total up to an 8. So it's like having the 8 of Cups here and having the 8 of Wands. So maybe the lesson is all about learning when to walk away. Maybe, it could be that's what that situation is for. Now, when I'm talking about this speed dating lottery, now, don't get stuck in divine timing. It could be a situation that already happened for you, and this message could be clarity, or it could be a situation that's about to come up. And you still might just go through the emotional side of it in order to get the clarity in the situation. Okay? But it's not as bad as it might appears to be, because the devil is down here. But it is about a lesson. The lesson is definitely within the baseline of the friendship of forgiveness. That is very true. But how the presentation is going to actually function in the world for you is a whole different creative storyline. All right. So that's for whoever picked number 1. So okay, number 2. I know you can't pick, but you can. I guess you can listen. So let's see. Number 2 got choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Now, I accidentally already flipped over the astrological aspect, so let me go ahead. I feel funny if I don't go ahead and let it out. So, we got Taurus. Now, Taurus, to talk to somebody that's functioning off of Taurus energy about choose love, it could be good and it could be great. It just all depends, meaning that a single Taurus, to me, in my opinion, alright, a single Taurus and their moon energy really plays a role with the way that it's going to function too. But on the sun sign of a single Taurus, you got to, it might seem like vanity, but you have to know what's inside of the heart of the Taurus before. The energy they're going to put out is vanity, but it doesn't mean inside that they have any kind of vanity. It just means that this is their stubborn point. This is a point of something that you cannot get there. You can't even catch their attention. They don't even care. It's almost like why that color red is always, or the sound of a bell now has also started affecting bulls. So, why different things actually affects the nature, and it's more or less like that. Whatever like I said, it's come off in vanity or stubbornness or not willing to compromise, but it's not really true. You have to attract the Taurus to gain that attention. So like choose love could be like it's the right thing for this person, because it's like whatever catches their attention. And it also means that this person might want to really take off real fast. So if you're not the type of person that want to take off real fast and you feel like this Taurus is dragging you down in the bull race, I advise you to like heads up and act like y'all not really in a bull race, and slow the thing down before a Taurus figure out, because, some Taurus could just carry you that far and feel like, well, you ain't never say nothing, so how I supposed to know anything different? And it's not like they won't have, it just depends on, once again, what's their truest nature of what they're looking for and trying to achieve. Now let's see what type of frequency this is. Oh wow. So they got a 5. So yeah, this gonna be something that's a toys that's very like not tameable. Being that it's not tameable, the only way that you catch this toy's attention is by just straight off gate keeping it real. Okay, just straight off gate. Now, when I say straight off gate keeping it real, that's kind of tricky because you have to get in it. You gotta first, it's like really getting on the bull first. It's like, okay, you've been training on a mechanical bull the whole time, so now you're like, okay, they done told you it's your first time. You got to get on a real live bull, the real animal itself, to see how good you really are. So, you're geeking yourself up in some kind of form. Either you're nervous or you're not nervous. It just depends on how you're aiming at it. Now, if you're nervous, you're getting out there. It depends on how focused you're going to be compared to your nervousness. So, that's going to determine how you're going to tame the bull. Keep it real. If you focus, well, if you unsure of something, ask the question back to the toys in an unsure tone, depending on their vibration. Now, if you know that you was training all this time to ride the bull, you're going up in there with confidence, right? So if you're going up in there with confidence, then you're going for the bull ride. So the bull going to eventually toss you off. Now, when you get tossed off of the bull, then you have to figure out whether you got to run, okay, get going, because the bull, you know what I'm saying, thinking that y'all going to continue to play because you was playing in the beginning because you was so confident, you know what I'm saying, or you is, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be some kind of reaction. Once you get thrown to the ground, the bull is waiting for your next move, okay? But definitely the bull thinking you still playing. So you're going to have to put some brakes there. Now, it might seem like when I'm saying the bull is untamable, I mean, that's just in a bull natural state. You're not taming the bull by keeping it real. The bull like it if you keep it real, is what I'm trying to say. It might not perceive to be that way, but it will be. Okay? So I'm just saying, when it comes to this divine masculine right here that I'm challenging for some people, I understand, people ain't shit. They do, fuckboy shit and all that kind of shit. And you be like, man, fucker, you could have told me this and that. Okay, well, this one right here might not see things like that. The way that they functioning, they like, okay, how you see it. And then I'm going to let you know whether I like the way you see it. They're kind of more like in that type of stance because they got the frequency of choose love. Like, they going to, you know what I'm saying? They need to pick you. They don't want you to pick them. They go, hold on, how can I say it? They're going to act like they want you to pick them, but really they got to pick you. So, universe, what else would you like for the divine feminine to know about this divine masculine right here? Alright, we got a 6 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 5 of Cups. Alright, let me clarify this 5 of Cups real quick. Universe, clarify the 5 of Cups for this message. clarify what the Six of Swords is here. So we got the Three of Swords that's here. Okay. So okay. A little bit why this person is functioning this way. The Six of Swords is getting clarified by justice. Okay. But underneath of the deck is the Three of Swords, which is a strong message. So this person might have something that they still holding on to, which could be part of this Taurus energy too. Meaning that the Taurus is representing the fixation in it. Okay. And that's why Libra is coming up here and you got the Six of Swords. And the Three of Swords is being shared between the two because both of them are in Venus together, Taurus and Libra. Okay. So, especially, like I said, the Three of Swords at the bottom and then we got the Six of Swords. So, this person, probably deep in their subconscious, okay, the reason why they kind of fixated like this is because they still got a real heartbreak that kind of shifted them a whole lot. And this is why the Knight of Swords is right here. It's something that's still stuck between their subconscious and their conscious mind. And it dictates their decisions on how they perceive things, how they feel like somebody really want them, how somebody really want to be involved with them, how they determine their law of attraction. It's almost like their law of attraction on how it come, because it's almost like this masculine feels like they do supposed to choose the woman, right? But at the same time, they chose a woman that didn't choose them. And, you know, it took a spiral turn in their life. And from that point, they've been on this spiral turn until they kind of like found a place where they could chill at and get some type of way to function and go into their speed dating process, and why they still single. Okay. Now, with this, I have wanted this Five of Cups to get cleared. Okay. Because this person, one of their main attributes and one of their things that's triggered to this defense of like, I'm over this person, but they not over this situation, is they like to be in control. They kind of like to be in control of the situation to a certain degree, meaning that they kind of act like they got ADHD. Some people like to call that bipolar. And what I mean by that is all of a sudden this person is just really turned on with you for maybe a few days and then they turn off. I call that more ADHD. Some people call them bipolar. Okay. This person attention span is that way because once again they haven't really accepted the fact that they playing a game with inside of themselves, that they going to reject somebody first before that person reject them because of this heartache situation, and because they took a break on the spiral aspect of it, and they still accomplishing like their own self things and self meditating, because that's where they at. They have a cave of self by them, which is not a bad cave. Everybody got to find their own way to heal. Okay, but this person right here is just, this is a hiccup for them. So, you know, that's okay. So that's why you need to just be straight off gay. You know what I'm saying? If the message is, but you're gonna have to really articulate it though. If you don't really have that compassion for the situation, then you know what I'm saying, keep that shit real with yourself too. If you got the compassion for the situation, it probably is what's up. But Divine Feminine, if you don't have the compassion to deal with it, keep it real with yourself that you don't have the compassion to deal with it. Just don't, I don't want you to try to put it on one person, like, because try to take advantage if this message is resonating. It's not for it to be an excuse, because at the same time, if you ever got dumped and you really thought somebody was up inside of you and really felt you a whole lot, and you didn't think that was going to end that way, if it didn't feel cool for you, it shouldn't feel cool to this person. And don't get me wrong, when the situation is playing out in the storyline, of course, it's not going to be as simple as I'm saying it. But what I'm trying to say, if it started clicking and feel like the message is resonating at that moment of time, it requires compassion. Now, this person might not, the compassion, you got to figure that out. Because when you ride the bull, it's an aggressive kind of compassion. So that's the thing. A lot of people, you got to be able to articulate what is an aggressive compassion for you. Okay? So now let me get to the third one. So we got love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person deserving of all wonderful things that life has to offer. Whoa. This feels like a very kind-hearted person, right? This person likes to think more, and meaning that it depends on the situation, how they actually communicate, how they involve. But they're a hard person to just come out and read just off gate. They're very hard to read off gate. Okay, let's see what astrological. Oh, that's why Gemini. So yeah, they're gonna be very hard to read off gate. But there it goes, 6, and they got a 6 with Gemini. They're in harmony. This person got a lot of wisdom, okay? This seems like a person that, depending on the way you judge the book, going to be the opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong, this person is judging also, but it's a kind of funny judgment. It's kind of like a faithful spiritual. This person is very spiritual. It's kind of like a spiritual judgment, meaning that this person feels like the person going to wind off. Whoever is not that one, that feminine for them to chill with, they don't stress out. You're gonna leave anyway. They feel like only the one feminine that's meant for them gonna stay around. That's the sweet aromatic about this person. This person is a very respectful person, but they kind of quiet too. In a sense, I fucks with the vibe. The vibe is pretty cool. At least it's somebody that for real, this type of person ain't gonna do a lot of stuff to jeopardize their self or put their business out there. They got privacy. So, I could say that. But this person does know how to have fun. And very much the type of person that probably will take good care of a divine feminine. For real. A divine feminine, if you really somebody who want a monogamous relationship, now, this type of person right here has got the kind of energy that feels pretty good on the monogamous. It feels pretty good for the monogamous side of it. It's just, they're a laid back person. They very laid back. They do things, but they laid back. That's the only way I know how to say it. Alright, what else do this divine feminine needs to know about this divine masculine here? I did say that part already. So underneath of the deck is the 3 of Cups. But let me clarify the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands in reverse real quick, because that was a deep ass feeling that came out from that one. Mm. Yeah, that's that wisdom coming out of this person right here. Oh, they were one of the cards right there. I thought I heard one flip over. That's that wisdom coming out right there. Any more going with this Ten of Wands? Yeah. Eight of Wands. And this is a thing about communication with this person, especially with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Like, this person learned the lesson in life, or feel like they learned the lesson in life that they know how to do bad by themselves. Either they was raised, either they seen it, whatever it is. This person is not the type of person like going to be over expressive. It's not, this person is not trying to be nobody's father. Now, on the lover aspect of it, they trying to be your companion and probably your provider if y'all make it there. Now, friendship gonna definitely have to be definitely a key into this, meaning that you're gonna have to show your worth with this person too. You got to. Okay? So it could take this person a minute to communicate, and then again it might not. Now with this Ten of Wands, I wanted this because it was like when this Ten of Wands came out, was like this person is like, I could be as dumb as I want to be. But just ask yourself the question, how smart can you be if I'm being dumb? And I feel that very strongly with this Hangman in reverse. And it has the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Meaning that friends don't have to have sex. And friends don't have to have a relationship. So if they're going to look at you as a friend and you're not having sex with them, and y'all going out, but y'all supposed to be headed somewhere, you're supposed to be headed to a relationship, well, if it don't make it there, don't feel bad. Because somewhere down the line, the way that you're going to communicate on why it didn't make it there, Divine Feminine, going to be the trigger point for this Divine Masculine. Especially with the Ten of Swords that's showing up here, like, this person ain't going to do a whole lot. They're going to live their life. Now, that's for sure, for sure. Ain't nothing holding them down. Ain't nothing going to hold them back. So, whether somebody appeared for it to be mature or not mature, I mean, it just is what it is at the same time. So, let me get into the last Divine Masculine for the speed lottery. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. This feels like nature is pushing this Divine Masculine out there. So meaning that this Divine Masculine is probably like going out there just to see what is new. Meaning like the fall season, as the leaves and everything is changing colors, this Divine Masculine is coming out to see what can change. Okay. With this one. So, they already been single, but Aries. Whoa. Do something for someone else. Yeah. So with Aries being a supporting energy around this person, if they trying to come out for a self-evaluation, like, I mean, it's tipsy-topsy. I mean, and you got a 1, like, gracious. I mean, I took the aces out and just put the 10s up in here and just left it with the 10s. My spirit guide said I shouldn't have both of them up in there, and they was right. So I decided they had a 10 because it's more numeral than an ace. So with Aries out here, so in the universe forcing this part now, it's like a couple of different energies, meaning that it's one energy of like a real harsh judgmental, meaning that this divine masculine could like run into one bad apple and just like run back in, like, okay, it ain't changed that much out here. It ain't nothing out here for me. I'm gonna go back in. You know, it don't even mean like, I don't even think this divine masculine is really that sexual, but they could be that flirtatious as if they that sexual. That's the crazy part with this shit. Like, this divine masculine right here, and I think, you know, another part that's really affecting it, because I feel like the numbers that I'm seeing is like running into different age groups. Like, this is a broad ass age group energy right here. But some of them getting pushed out. Some of them are coming out on their own, meaning that some of them is very clever. Like, if they trying to find a winter boo and just want to snuggle up for the winter time, you know, go in hibernation mode, then that's what it is. I mean, for any divine feminines, if you feel like you're running across that energy, I would damn sure ask that divine masculine if that's their intentions. Now, after I probably wouldn't even take this to a different level for real on this person right here until after spring, until closer to summertime. I would definitely be evaluating this situation all the way to next summer. I would just pay attention. I wouldn't do a lot of arguing. Me personally, I wouldn't. I just sit back and watch everything from September. You know, I let from now. You know, if I was to run into this person after this message right here, me personally, on my advice of it, to wait to translate this energy, because it's it's trippy. It's yeah, we'll be friends until the summertime. I wouldn't even fall for no traps of even trying to get into a relationship, period. Even if this person was like, let's get into a relationship, I'd still be like, let's wait until July. Especially with Aries, Aries being an energy frequency, because Aries is supposed to be the new start of a zodiac sign. You know, the new year of astrology, so it's almost like there's also the springtime, you know, equinox, blooming. So that's what I'm saying. I would just really be chilling. I would not overexhaust any energy. And I know overexhaust might be used loosely, because you really have to, it just depends on how you play your role in and how this person is, because Aries could be a very aggressive energy when it wants something. And Aries could be very sneaky. See, one thing about Rams, they do know how to creep. You know, so I wait until the summertime. But let me go ahead and get the messages they do want me to translate for the divine feminine. So, universe, can I get a message that you would like for me to share to the divine feminine about this divine masculine? Please. I know that's right. I know that's right. So right now, at this point in time, we got a high priestess. So before I go into the clarification aspect, I just want to show that, Yeah, Ten of Wands is the first one that came out. Now, maybe because I was in there talking about the way that I was describing my, the way that I describe the energy and using myself as an example is just, Ten of Wands. Like, and then, what comes out with it is the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get booed up for the season, for fall and winter. You know what I'm saying? Might not go nowhere when spring come around. Well, depending on how I'm feeling in spring, ain't even saying that you was a bad person, you was a bad chick or anything like that. It's just like, I want to get out there, and I feel more better going out there. I don't feel like I'm cheating on you if I go ahead and leave you now. Now, if you want to sit around and wait for me to come back in the fall, it's what's up. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay in contact and we'll be cool, but if you're going to stress me out during the spring and the summer, I'm telling you, I might not come back in the fall. That Two of Cups and that Queen of Pentacles type of energy, anyway. With this Ten of Wands, it's player. And then they got the High Priestess, player. Shit. That shit ain't that shit might be dope. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like, that's kind of dope. Like, if a Divine Masculine really drop some jewels like that, and they worthwhile, like, going into the log cabin and chilling with, and you actually know when the springtime comes what's up, like, on some direct shit, like, that shit might not be a bad bargain, you know what I'm saying? As long as I got the right before, the springtime, if I don't like what you doing inside the cave to put either I'm gonna leave out the cave or you get your ass the fuck out the cave before springtime come around. Long as that's still like an option in it, that shit'll be some real cool ass shit. But that High Priestess was at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? That High Priestess was at the bottom of that shit. You feel me? Because it's like, kind of starting off and then the summertime comes. I mean, shit, a person like me, shit. I know how I feel with the spring in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. We both could reap benefits on that. As long as you hold up to your word and don't be stressing somebody out during the spring and the summer. Don't be worried about it when you come back in fall. If everything that changed, you should know why. Shit. Especially if we friends, goddamn. We got a contract for the fall and the winter. Act like you fucking know. Shit. I'm a simple ass. Let me clarify this Ten of Wands. But like I say, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to show that High Priestess now for the ladies. Like, the High Priestess was at the bottom. So, it ain't like, necessarily the masculine will do it. But being on the frequency of do something for somebody else is like, fall and winter is their charity right off time, I guess. And then they go in and do what they got to do. And then they come and clean their sins in the fall and the winter. Terrible, man. Terrible. Ten of Wands. Can I get this Ten of Wands clarified, please? Can I get the Ten of Wands clarified, please? The Knight of Wands and the King of Swords with the Ten of Wands. You don't know how to talk about it, huh? I bet your ass don't. It depends on that Divine Feminine, don't it? Ten of Cups. Because you don't want nobody there. Yeah. Is that it for it? Got the Ten of Cups coming up here to clarify. That's it. Okay. We got the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Hold on. The sun said clarify the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles together. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles combo? The Devil. See what I tell you? And now we got the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So, you know, okay, so that's, like I said, it's a charity. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, it seemed like a booed up situation for the fall and the winter. Knight of Wands and the King of Swords, Ten of Cups. The approachable way of the situation, how it gonna go. Now, the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles also got the Devil with the Ace of Cups, meaning that, I don't know, it can mean anything, for real, for real. But it does, I mean, it still falls in the vicinity of, just like I said, you know, somebody want that fall in winter time, and when the springtime come around, it's like, okay, we got to take a break. Maybe it might be a cycle that got to get broken with the Devil coming up here. Because this card is called the Chains. Okay, so maybe it's a cycle that got to be broken. So, like I said, it just depends. And Divine Feminine, if it's a cycle that got to be broken, that's about the best way to break it. Make sure you add your rules with it and walk your walk while that person walk their walk. Y'all friends, y'all get to know each other, right? So learn it for what it's worth, but don't take everything serious, because first of all, you can't judge this situation on how somebody going to cheat. Now you got to understand that. Now some of them might be, but all of them might not be, depending on the way the Divine Masculine communicate. If he coming out direct, you can't use that as grounds as he cheating if y'all do. Say in the springtime, say 1 year, y'all kicking it for 1 whole year and it goes through. And you try to play the, you know, the Divine Feminine could hold it down, live her life, and see what's going on. Y'all developing this friendship of getting to know each other. But this is not signs of somebody necessarily going to be cheating, because y'all kept it real. Y'all already told each other. So when y'all left each other, this is just my point of view. Anyway, if y'all agree that during the springtime and that y'all was friends, y'all was never really in a true committed relationship, in the springtime y'all break away and you decide to wait, not wait as in you not mingling during the spring and the summer yourself, but you decide to give this person back that opportunity for the next fall and winter, and then y'all decide to commit, that person didn't cheat on you. So make sure that you keep yourself balanced out on the way that you entering in. Like, everybody communication need to be clear. Your mind need to be focused and your heart need to be in the right place. That's just all to it. That's how I feel about it. Okay? That's how you keep things aligned up. So don't try to use those things against, if you enter it in and say, oh, I'm going to use this to see if somebody cheating. How? You gave this person permission. Y'all, not even permission, y'all made an agreement as two grown people to agree to do this challenge, to determine y'all friendship, to determine whether y'all want to be each other. So technically it's a challenge. So don't try to turn the CH into a C to a cheater. Okay? That's all to it. Now, that's what I got for those speed dating messages for the Divine Feminines about the Divine Masculines. So, Divine Masculines, I'm going to do one about the Divine Feminines. Stay tuned for it. Until the next time, y'all stay positive and be safe.